Shalom, Kohalayam, Wawa, Layal Basim Yabashai, Bahashim Rakakwadash. Double honors are definitely due unto the venerable apostles of the great millstone, along with the elders who rule and teach well. Salutations, peace, love, and blessings be unto the Bayaf the Wadah, which is the house of David, the elect. I'm Shamar of the Men of Valor, South Carolina camp. And yeah, this is just an article of RT. It's really an opinion piece, an op-ed, all right? That was written by, what's this man's name, John Ransom, all right, and was published on RT, all right, and it's going into how Babylon the Great, okay, will experience hyperinflation, and he's likening it to what went down in the 1970s. Now, I was born in 1973, all right, and so I really don't remember that period, but actually, he's wrong, all right? This is going to be something on a whole other level, man. This is going to be like what went down in Zimbabwe, in around 2007, and what's been going on down in Venezuela, all right? It's gonna be mass hyperinflation, all right? The U.S. dollar really began its downward spiral, with the creation of the Federal Reserve Act in 1913. Okay, when the elites, all right, when the Jewish international bankers got control, all right, of the money supply, all right, the so-called money supply, because with this paper we call money, all right, is fiat. The dollar bill has no intrinsic value. All right, the real money is silver and gold. All right, ultimately, the real money on this side right now is this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And it tells you that in the book of Romans, the 11th chapter and the 33rd verse, if I'm not mistaken. The real, true money, all right, that won't be destroyed, that won't be burned up, all right, that won't go by the wayside is this truth, man. All right, but anyway, yeah, get ready for hyperinflation, man. All right, get ready. That's why you are continuing to see rising prices all across, these various sectors, man. Gasoline, fuel, food, housing. It's because, there's too much money in circulation. All right. And, with all this stuff going on with the scamdemic, it's just making matters worse. And it has to be this way. All right, because the elites, all right, want to reset everything. All right, we ain't gonna be using, fiat much longer. It's gonna be a digital dollar, digital wallet. Ultimately, you'll access your funds, okay, via that Marcus Aurelius, and you know what time it is. You know what that means if you're, a brother or sister in this faith. All right, so yeah, man, shit's about to collapse, man. All right, it's about to go down. This whole system, this whole monetary system, all right, is about to be changed, man. Okay. All right, let's read a little bit of this man's, writing, and we'll get the scriptures. All right, it says Janet Yellen can reassure us all she wants, but the reality for Americans is that prices are soaring and living standards are falling. And that's true, man. And you're seeing these companies. Hell, there's a little burger chain. I don't know if it's nationwide, but it's called Sonic. And, they sell, hamburgers and hot dogs and shakes and stuff like that, and they're hiring right now, and they're hiring to start out at $14 an hour. Now, this is in Columbia, South Carolina. $14 an hour to work in a fast food joint in Columbia, South Carolina. And some people will say, oh, wow, that's a great thing. That's not a great sign for this economy when a fast food chain has to pay, an entry-level worker, an entry-level, like a high school kid, all right, or college age kid, like a first job. When a company has to pay a high school kid $14 an hour, that does not bode well for your economy. All right. But again, the reason prices are going through the roof on everything is because this is the beginning stages of this hyperinflation that's coming. And oh, by the way, you know, Creepy Joe, he's trying to push through that Build Back Better. You know, he's trying to push through that 666 infrastructure bill. Okay, which had a price tag of I think $3.75 trillion. Now, that might not pass through, but what if $1.75 trillion passes the House and Senate? You know, hey man, this place is finished, man. You know, and all you Jakes out there, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, Israelite foreigners who are the speckled birds, being the Lord's people, all right, who trust in this system, you're gonna go down with it, man. All right, all of our people who are clinging to this dollar bill, all right, and thinking that it's the dollar bill that's gonna save you. All right, you gonna be cut off in that day, man. All right, and that's 2/3 of our people, man. Matter of fact, let's get that in Ezekiel. This is Ezekiel chapter 7 and verse 19. They shall cast their silver in the streets, and their gold shall be removed. Their silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them in the day of the wrath of the Lord. And obviously, when this was written, you know, that's, you know, what, no such thing as you know, as a U.S. dollar, you know, silver and gold. All right. So now, fast forward to 2021, the year of hasting into the coming of the day of the Lord. And what are you going to be, what are you going to be casting into the streets? All these dollar bills, all these Federal Reserve notes that aren't worth a shit. Okay? It says they shall cast their silver in the streets, and their gold shall be removed. Their silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them in the day of the wrath of the Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. They shall not satisfy their souls, neither fill their bowels, because it is the stumbling block of their iniquity. That's right, man. So again, all of our people who trust in this place, who trust in the shadow of Egypt, all right, who think that if they have enough money, they're going to be okay, they're going to be good, they're going to be destroyed, man. All right. All right, let's get back to the to this op-ed. It says, and if the Democrats' spending plans are approved, things could get a whole lot worse. Secretary of the Treasury Janet Yellen promised this week that the United States inflation outlook remains under control. I don't think we're about to lose control of inflation, she told CNN. And she's just a lying demon, man. Look at this woman. Look at this Amalekite demon. You know, Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen. You gonna believe anything that comes out of her ugly ass mouth? You know, no, man. It says, what she didn't say is that's because it's possible the Biden administration has already lost control of inflation, which is a scary thought. Previously, Yellen promised us that inflation would end by the end of 2021, blaming price increases over the summer on supply chain bottlenecks and shifting consumer demand as the country comes out of the pandemic. And once again, you're starting to see these sheep out here, the masses, all right, panic buying. That also is creating problems, all right? This panic buying, and that's only going to escalate, man, all right? Inflation has surged to levels not seen in 30 years, marking a decline in real income amongst ordinary Americans who were already struggling to get back to normal after a year or more in lockdown. Remember all those increases in state and city minimum wages and the private bonuses paid to attract workers to come back after the pandemic? Yeah, not so fast. Those have been eaten up by higher prices already. And I talked about Sonics, yeah, you might be making $14 an hour, okay, but if you're paying $3.50 a gallon for gasoline, for regular gasoline, then what good is that $14 an hour? See, so that's what I was saying. It's a bad sign for any economy when your minimum wage to flip a hamburger is $14 an hour. You know, this place is a joke, man. And, you know, I'm just going to cut it right there and get to the scriptures. You know, you Israelites, man, who won't hearken, who aren't believing this report, okay, who won't come back to the Lord, you know, and again, who trust in this financial system, you know, you're going to be destroyed, man. You know, Proverbs 11:4 reads, riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death. So it's righteousness that's going to deliver you from death, man. And who are the righteous in the earth today? 1/3 of our people, man, are counted as righteous through the sacrifice of Yahushua HaMashiach. All right. And that's why we see, you know, hey, all glory, honor, and praise be unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Okay. Yeah, man, because of his sacrifice, the elect can stand before, you know, the Lord as a chaste virgin, man. You know. This day, man, hey, and again, this is all, you know, the prophecies are popping off, the dominoes are falling, you know, the prophecies ain't tarrying, you know. So let's go to Zephaniah real quick. And I ain't gonna make this long at all. Just wanted to bring it out, man. Yeah, cue up the hyperinflation, man. You know, it's coming. All right. This is get right to the point. Zephaniah chapter 1 verse 10. And it shall come to pass in that day, saith the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, that there shall be the noise of a cry from the fish gate, and an howling from the second, and a great crashing from the hills. This financial system is going to crash. The dollar is going to crash. Okay, and there's going to be howling and weeping and gnashing of teeth. The rich men are going to mourn. You know, going into what is it? James, the 5th chapter. You know, all these stockbrokers and analysts. You know, and you know, basically the keepers of the house, pursuant to Ecclesiastes, the 12th chapter, are gonna you know, be offing themselves. You know, when they see this crash and burn, man. It says, "Howl ye, inhabitants of Maktesh, for all the merchant people are cut down, all they that bear silver are cut off." Maktesh was a place of commerce right outside of Jerusalem, you know. So today this would represent primarily Babylon the Great. You know, where do all the foreign merchants stream into, okay, to do business? You know, New York City, you know, World Trade Center. Now, you know, it's not so much that way anymore, but New York is still a hub, man. All right. But you know, she's ever since, you know, they rolled out their Trojan horse, the C-19, you know, she's losing her luster. Okay. But primarily this is going into Babylon the Great, you know, America, you know, a place where, you know, great commerce takes place. All right. Commercial hub, if you will. All right. It says, once again, "Howl ye, inhabitants of Maktesh, for all the merchant people are cut down. All they that bear silver are cut off. And it shall come to pass at that time that I will search Jerusalem with candles, and punish the men that are settled on their lees, that say in their heart, the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua will not do good, neither will he do evil." That's you Jakes who are comfortable here. You know, that's you Jakes who are comfortable here. All right, who are enjoying the bread and circus that Esau gives you. You know, that's y'all, man. All right. So the Lord's bringing punishment once again to the 2/3, man. And that's okay, because the prophecy says that the 2/3 are going to be cut off and die, man, pursuant to Zechariah chapter 13 and verse 8. All right. That's why we don't sweat, you know, when Jake don't want to get it, man. You know, because we understand that the Lord's only dealing with that remnant, you know, 144,000 men, the servants, his servants, the prophets, Slakia, you know, the men of the Lord from the 12 tribes, and then that multitude of believers, man, which consists of men, women, and children. All right, among Yashar Allah. All right, not anyone who believes in Jebus. Okay, verse 13. Therefore their goods shall become a booty, and their houses a desolation. They shall also build houses, but not inhabit them, and they shall plant vineyards, but not drink the wine thereof. You know, the housing bubble, you know, is getting ready to pop. You know, people are getting ready to not be able to afford housing, you know, much longer. All right. Housing's through the roof, man. You know, again, just like all these other various sectors, you know, housing, food, you know, medical costs, you know, of course, gas, you know, and other goods and services. All right. It says, the great day of the Lord is near. That's what's near, man. The great day of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, his return, man, and the destruction of Babylon the Great. Okay. It says, it is near and hasteth greatly. Even the voice of the day of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, the mighty man shall cry there bitterly. You know, you got all these nations conducting, you know, missile tests. You know, you got all these nations, you know, doing military drills. You know, Gog and Magog doing joint naval drills with Moab. You know, and what's going to happen over here in America when this day comes? The mighty man is going to be crying over here bitterly, man. You know, bent over like a woman in travail. All right. It says that day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness. You know, it's going to be a dark winter, man. You know, this could be the last winter we go through here in Babylon the Great. Lord willing, it is. All right. These energy companies, you know, they're going to, you know, places are going to experience rolling blackouts this winter. It's going to get ugly, man. It's going to get ugly. That's why, you know, we're blowing the trumpet, man, and warning, all right, you tribes, you know, to come into this strong tower, man, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, to believe, man, to trust and believe in Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, to repent. Okay, because this is going to be a dark, gloomy day this day, man. All right. A day of the trumpet, verse 16, an alarm against the fenced cities and against the high towers. And I will bring distress upon men, that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as the dung. The scripture says the slain of the Lord is going to be many, man. You know, it's going to be nothing but death around you. All right. On this day. It says, neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath. That's right, man. You know, these Federal Reserve notes, you know, this fiat, you know, this funny money, it ain't going to deliver you from the wrath of the Lord, man. But the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy, for he shall make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land. Right. What does it say in Revelation, the 18th chapter? In 1 hour is thy judgment come, man. Talking about this whore, America, Babylon, you know. It ain't going to take long for this whole construct, this whole empire to go up in flames, man. All right, so yeah, man. Hey, again, cue up the hyperinflation. It's coming, you know. Lord willing, I don't want to recite you as edified through the Spirit. And with that, I want to say shalom.